nice and private. You are up a little late, aren't you? Yeah, it's rather difficult to fall asleep here. There's a lot of noises, a lot of traffic, back and forth. But hopefully by the end of this little exam, you'll feel comfortable enough to go to sleep, alright? Okay. How is your face feeling? My notes say that you had some issues there, so I want to focus on that to start. Make sure that wasn't anything that was getting worse at all. So do you mind if I just take a look? Okay, I'm gonna get a little closer here. Just gonna look to start. Not touch, just look. It's a gorgeous night out. Very calm. It's been so windy as of late, but that's spring for you. Quite mild. There. Okay. So, certainly some of that erythema has abated a bit, which is good. Let me just check what exactly that was from. Okay. Alright, so that seems to be improving. Do you mind if I do a little touching around here? Okay, let me know if it's sensitive. Okay. Good. Just going to gently press around here. Make sure that's all good. So, I'm actually a little glad you are awake because we have to do a bit of a thorough workup. I just got on shift, so not really sure what you're all in for. I mean, I can gather from the charts, but I haven't seen precisely what was going on. Is any of this tender at all? Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit outside, so we'll get the ears. Okay, kneel there. Hairline here. And underneath the jaw. While I'm here, I'm just going to check on the lymph nodes. It said that there had been a bit of distension. With what was going on with your face, that makes sense. I'm just going to check in on those. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Right in those submandibular nodes. There's a little bit there. Just right in here. I would advise not rubbing that area because once you feel it, you just can't stop. It's a very strange feeling. I'd just leave that one alone. Oh, and then the neck here. Okay, these are pretty good. Alright, so even though your skin is not nearly as sensitive as it was. I just want to do a little check. So we're going to do the full gambit here. We will check light touch, soft and sharp, cold and vibration, right? Okay. If at any point any of this feels uncomfortable, let me know. It's really important for me to know. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'll need my tuning fork, and I brought my Schrödinger hammer today. So we have a little tool here. There. Little brush, little pointed tip. That's all we need. So I'm gonna have you just close your eyes real quick. Just close your eyes, and I'm just gonna have you tell me when you feel the touch. Just very light. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab our brush and our little tip here. So I'm just going to test these on your jaw so you can feel what those feel like. So we'll start with the brush. That's our soft touch. And that's our sharp touch. Okay? Alright, keep your eyes closed. Soft. 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 Sharp. Sharp. Soft. Soft. Sharp. 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 Soft. Soft. Sharp. Sharp. Soft. Soft. Excellent. Now, as for cold and vibration, these are going to go a little hand in hand. So, I will be striking the tuning fork here. The first thing you're going to feel is vibration. And it lasts just for a split second, but long enough that you should be able to register it. And then the next thing you'll feel is cold. So, let me just show you what that means. Feel vibration first, yep, and then cold, just like that, alright? Okay. Vibration. Cold. Good. Vibration. Good. Cold. Vibration. Cold. Good. Vibration. Cold. Vibration. Good. Cold. Vibration. Cold. Good. One more. Vibration. Good. And cold. Yep, right on the tip of your nose there. Okay. So, did any of that feel overly sensitive? Did it feel like maybe one side of your face was more sensitive than the other? Were there any sort of more dull spots? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm still a little hypersensitive. Okay. Anywhere else? Okay. Hypersensitive. Were there any particular stimuli that were a little harsher? Okay, definitely the cold. Okay. And, alright. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll have to keep doing some testing and see how that goes. Now, I want to take a little peek at your ears if you don't mind. Okay. I'm just gonna look. I might do a little bit of pulling at them, but primarily we're just gonna look. So, have you had any issues with your ears? I didn't see anything in the chart. Okay. Good. Okay, they're a little red, but neither of them feel hot at all. Do your ears tend to run red? Okay. Right, how is that? Is there any sensitivity here? Alright, so I want to do a little hearing test. It says that your hearing was a little weak when you came in. I'm going to do a couple different ones here. First, I am going to be making a sound right up by your ears. I'm just going to have you tell me how many times you hear it. So you might hear it once, maybe 3 times. You just tell me how many times you hear it, okay? Alright, let's start with one ear. You just tell me how many times you hear the sound. 2. 3. 1. 1. 3. Good. 2. 2. 1. One on both sides. Good. So let's go ahead and take it just a step up. I am going to be whispering in your ears. You just tell me what word you hear, alright? Anvil. Aptitude. Apple. Airplane. Amateur. Horizontal. House. Highway. Homeowner. Playground. Bit. Peculiar. Plan. Petticoat. Perfect. Ramp. Raton. Rascal. Orange. Oval. Oleander. Okay. All those words are coming in pretty good. I think maybe when you get out of here, we will want to refer you out to get a formal hearing test just in case. It does seem to be improving based on the notes I'm seeing here, but we did just something rather rudimentary. Make sure that that comes back for you normally. Now, let's go ahead and look at your eyes a bit. We're going to start with a couple of tests. I'm going to let my light warm up a little bit. It tends to flicker in and out as it warms up. We'll give that just a few seconds. And after we take a look at your eyes, I'm just going to be feeling around them. Doesn't look like you have any issues with your eyes. I'll just grab this and I'm going to just put my hand between your eyes here and just look straight ahead. Just look straight ahead. Get the direct response of your eyes. Direct. 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 Good. Consensual. Consensual. Direct. Consensual. Good. Direct. Consensual. Consensual. Direct. Consensual. Direct. Consensual. Good. Now, go ahead and keep your eyes focused here on the light. I'm going to bring this in and out. Good. In and out. In and out. In and out. out, in, and out. Okay, excellent. Now, if you could just tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. Alright, just look right here. Tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. 4. 4. 9. Good. 2. 3. 8. 5. 5. 0. 1. 10. 9. 6. 6. 9. Nice. 4. 2. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Excellent. So, let me have a little bit of a closer look at your eyes. So, made sure that nothing here is sensitive. And your eyes are just a little bit red around the edges, but I imagine that's from being up late as opposed to anything clinically noteworthy. This still alright, not too tender. Okay. Just making sure. Right. Let's go ahead and look at lacrimal glands, the sclerae, the eyelids, the conjunctiva, eyelashes, the eyebrows. Okay, already looks good. We know that your pupils have good response there. Irises look clear as well. Eyes will look good. Okay. Let's go ahead. Take a little peek in your nose and in your mouth. So if I could have you just tip your head back. We'll just take a quick peek. Nothing crazy, just making sure everything is still normal, unnoteworthy, nothing out of the ordinary. Good. Okay. Would you mind just opening your mouth for me? Take a little peek in there. Okay. And have you had any issues with your throat, your mouth, your tongue? No. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really have anything to do with what you're in here for anyway. Just want to make sure that's still good. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little bit of tapping on your face here. Make sure the sinuses are doing okay. How's this? Not too bad. Okay. Frontal sinuses seem to be okay. And how's the skin sensitivity? Okay, not too bad. That's good. Right. How about the ethmoids. Just tap along here, over here. All good. Okay. And maxillary. How does it feel over in these areas? Not too bad. Okay, so sinus cavities seem to be alright. Ahead and do a little bit of palpation with the chest. I'm just going to feel for any heaves or thrills. So feel with the heel of my hand. Feel if the chest is heaving. Okay, and then the flats of my fingers. We'll see if there are any thrills the heart. Okay. Have you had any sort of palpitations? Have you felt short of breath at all? No? Okay. Go ahead and get the stethoscope out. Let's start with the heart. Breathe normally here. Good. I'm just going to listen to each of the valves. Tricuspid right here. Mitral. Good. Okay. So now I'm going to have you take a deep breath when you feel the stethoscope on your chest. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Out. Deep breath in, out, deep breath in, out, good, good, deep breath in, and out, good, deep breath in, and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Good. Do you mind lifting your arm up so I can get the side? And out. Okay. The other side. Deep breath in. And out. And take a little listen to your back also. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Excellent. Take a little listen to your abdomen here. Okay. Good. Just keep breathing normally here. And do some palpation with the abdomen. Just let me know if it's sensitive at all. We're just gonna see if there's any enlargement in the organs, if there are any tender spots. Doing okay so far? Okay, good. Might almost feel a little bit like massage. I tend to be a little more rhythmic. Just a little bit of pattern seems to make it feel a little less invasive, not the word, but it is kind of peculiar having someone press in on the abdominal organs where there's not any sort of protection like the rib cage, for example. Okay. So I assume no tender spots there. Okay, good. So do you mind if I check your pulses here? Okay, I'm just gonna take your hand here. We're gonna check our radial pulse. I don't have too much left to do. Okay, and the ulnar pulse on the other side, just to make sure. Okay. Brachial pulse on this arm. Okay, other arm. Radial pulse. Good, ulnar pulse. Brachial pulse. Luckily your heart rate's been pretty slow this whole time. Are you getting any more tired at all? Yeah. Not too much left. Let's go ahead and do popliteal pulse. So I could just have you bend your knee. Yep, just bend that up. Need 2 hands for that one. Okay, and the other one. Okay. Good. Now you can straighten your legs and I'll get post-hip and down to dorsalis pedis. Post-hip. Let's grab our reflex hammer. I forgot to put the sky back in there. There we grab a couple of reflexes from you. So let's do the Achilles tendon here. Okay, I'm just going to hold on to your foot. And the other. Just let your foot relax. I'm going to hold it up a bit. Okay. And patellar. I'm going to just shift your leg over, cross it like that. Okay. Just keep it like that. Okay. Go ahead and straighten that back out. We'll do that. There you go. The other leg. Okay. Mind if I see your arms? I'm just going to put your arm over like this. We'll get our triceps reflex. Okay. I'm going to just roll that over. We'll get, just going to lay your arm across mine here. Let's go ahead and get our biceps. And while I'm here, let me find my spot. We'll get brachioradialis. Okay, there we go. Right here. Got a little bit of leeway with this one, but yeah, let's move down a bit. There we go. Okay. So, other one. I'll lay your arm like this. Go ahead and get triceps. Biceps. Just let your arm relax. I've got it supported here. And brachioradialis. So on this arm it was right about here. Let's see if it responds right here. Yep, a little bit more up. Let's try that first spot. A little bit more down. There we go. Okay. Reflexes are good. Let me just have a little look at your arms. I'll start at the shoulder here. Okay. Down the back of the arm, the inside, the elbow. Don't feel any plaques here, no texture. Anterior forearm here, posterior. Good. And let's take a look at your hands. So, palm of the hand looks good. And no erythema there. Let's flip it over. Nails look good. Good capillary refill. No nodules. No ridges in the nails. No deposits. Other shoulder. And lateral edge of the arm, upper arm, and the inside. Elbow. Inner forearm. Outer. Let's see. Wrists, back of the hand. We'll check capillary refill here. Good. Nails look good. Okay. Alright, flip your hand over. And, okay, just a little bit of redness, but that's from me looking at the back of your hands first and manhandling you a little. Just wait a second and see if that starts to blanch out. Yeah, that's quickly dissipating. Okay. Nothing to worry about there. Alright. And as for your lower extremities, upper thigh, both of these look pretty good. The knees, there's no heat in the joint. Is it tender if I rub alongside the edges of the knee at all? Okay, good. So your ligaments are in good shape. Go. Lower legs, so the shin, no skin abnormality. Okay. And the feet. Check capillary refill. The other one. Looks good. Nails look good. You could just show me the soles of your feet here. There we go. Good. So yeah, pretty clear. No swelling in the feet or the ankles. No wounds. Alright, those look pretty good. So, I think we are all good here. So let me go ahead and just note down. So, we had normal limits. And one sounds normal. Okay, no wheezing. Rails. Okay, the abdomen, non-tender. Good. No organ. Your reflexes are all and extremity and lower extremity exams. Alright, I think that's all that I need to note down. Let me go ahead and sign off here. Do you have any questions before I leave you for the night? Okay, good. Well, I hope that tired you out enough that you're able to get some sleep, alright? Okay. Probably see you in the morning. I'm here for the next, 11 hours. So, I will see you later, and I hope you have some good sleep, okay? Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And a very big thank you to my patrons on Patreon for helping this video be possible. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, I would really appreciate it. You get early access to videos as well as a boatload of Patreon exclusives. I've been on there for a really long time, so there's quite the list. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your